you here this season on the playoffs and as well as on the match point itself. But man, oh man, I'm excited for the drafts. Honestly, Aura Fire composition-wise, they need more damage, I feel like.
Yeah, I mean, Aura, their damage, they do have a Beatrix, but it's not about them not having DPS. It's about ONIC just having too much tankiness. So we'll just have to see in that late game, it will be a bit of concern compared to ONIC, because ONIC has more AoE, right? But maybe that percentage damage, that true damage from the X-Work can be the deciding factor for Aura Fire. Literally fire, right?
Literally fire, 100%. And I gotta say, Xavier and Beatrix, they might not be having a really good time going against his Hellcurt, but
Yeah.
it will all come back down to execution once again. Gani, take us away.
Yes, into the portal we go. Land of Dawn starts now. A match point for ONIC. Or will Aura Fire equalize to make the series a full 5 series? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Aura Fire and ONIC Esports.
Right, we have to see right now, the early game will be so volatile. In the mid lane, ONIC has an advantage with the Lilia's burst DPS coming in from the Lilia, especially in levels 1 and 2. But afterwards, that will be a similar story, right? Where the members of Aura Fire will finally get a bit more traction with ultimates available.
And so far, it is CW here really winning that lane. He does have an additional amount of CC, but look at him getting chunked down.
Oh, this might be his first blood there. Solo kill by CW. Godiva a little bit late to the party here, as it will be CW taking the first blood, presented to you by Samsung Galaxy A series.
That's the thing, right? I do feel like the Popol and Kupa is more reliable in the sense that in that early stage, the Beatrix is going to be having a really hard time when it comes down to dealing with the aggressive nature of the Kupa. So the additional problem is I don't really enjoy seeing Kabuki on these MM type of heroes. I don't feel like it's his signature picks, and I don't know how comfortable he is on that. So this is going to be a important lane to watch for sure for the side of ONIC Esports. As did Keyboy just steal that jungle?
I'm not quite certain. The levels tell me it doesn't seem like it, but right now they make a play towards the bottom side, and CW is forced to flicker away. So this Baxia will be the main deciding factor for the side of Aura Fire. It is tanky, and it is very fast. That is the main issue. It will be all over the map, making sure that Aura has pressure.
Yeah, right now in the mid side here, oh my god, Sans opening up that ult, but no result, no outcome. Sans might be picked off here as High is on time for that party, but no casualty in the mid side. It will be disengaged, but Aura Fire has the space and momentum to secure the first Lord. Oh, I might be wrong. That Dawning Light, was that the Dawning Light? Connects on
so.
towards Adrian, gets the pick off, but Kabuki once again could not farm here in the bot side.
Yep, here we go. That is that turret destruction method that Popol and Kupa brings to the table. And with Keyboy on bodyguard duty, he is relatively safe. And if they overcommit, CW can very easily, turn it around with the help of a very well-timed wild charge soon, because Keyboy is not level 4 just yet.
Kabuki using that ult for a clear. Right now, Godiva using that Matilda to open maps as well. Uh-oh, Lilia and as well as Hellcurt here might set something up for that Xavier, but it is quite a rather slow game here there now.
Yeah, it really is. For the moment, Aura Fire as well as ONIC Esports, they're still quite equal in gold. Only, 150 difference? Shifting for the side of ONIC Esports. It may depend on how well they are manipulating the waves, but so far, Boots has not been having that much of a hard time as well against that X-Work. So, really equal lanes. In turn, there are a lot of resources spent on that gold lane, so that is definitely the lane to watch.
That's the sprint used by Boots. That is a very fast horse, and he runs out of there. And so later on, that might be a problem, because if they can't push Boots away and he just gets onto Kabuki doesn't really have an answer. You know, the full combo from the ultimate won't really melt down a Hylos.
Yeah, right now it is still 2v2 bot side. Hellcurt and as well as High here might rotate towards that area, but right now Sans and as well as High meets in the jungle. Sans will be picked off here. No, almost. That Dawning Light did not connect. He survives as Rian looks for an engage. Godiva forced to flicker away. CW as well as both teams did not manage to find a kill. What?
Keyboy commits so much onto Godiva. Wow. It was insane. But luckily, Godiva was still able to make it out of there alive, but not the same can be said for Keyboy. as his aggression was instantly paid back by High.
Man, oh man, our fire.
That is the issue, man. He is just so tanky and he just is so obnoxious. Until later on in the game where there's actual legit amounts of DPS on the side of ONIC Esports, this Baxia will just have free reign all over the map on the early game towards the middle game. Maybe later on, once there's like at least 2 penetration items on Drian, that will be where High needs to watch his step a bit more.
Yeah, right now, second turtle is now up. High is already in that area, will commit onto this one. Keyboard opening visions for his teammates, but yeah, ONIC Esports with Helker in hand. It's not really aggressive here. So right now, Boots already opening a vision. Godiva taking some sort of a damage. Fluffy into the fight. High using that shield unity, trying to target one member, and it will be Drian. Drian forced to flicker away as Aura Fire collects that turtle, but does not find the good openings for a team fight.
Keyboy is so susceptible, but wait a minute, Helker goes back in.
Circling Eagle, wrong target there, but Godiva will fall as well into the hands of CW as High right now could not escape. 2 members down as Sans once again surviving with 1 HP in the mid side though. CW will get blasted by Fluffy. Does not get taken down though, and will be CW get taken down, but right now Drian will definitely clear that mid wave.
Man, so equal here, but Sans here is going for a kill onto... Oh, luckily Fluffy was able to get out of there just in time, but ONIC Esports now has the upper hand in the sense that they do have 2 turrets to their name. Boots is pushing rather heavily onto that top side. They have lost the one on the bottom side, and ONIC Esports, they are ahead in terms of objectives.
Right, they're playing the macro game pretty well here. And honestly, these fights are back and forth. I'm not really quite sure which team actually has favor in the late game. Because DPS-wise, you can't really compete with the Lilia, with the Savior. But the range, right? That is the huge problem. Last game, Keyboy was on the Natalia, and that was okay. But now Sans is on Hellkurt, not as effective.
Yeah, Drian forced to use Black Shoes, but it is going to be a very, very awkward position there. He gets taken down high though in the top side. As a Basha, he will get blasted by CW, and as well as Godiva forced to use that flicker to escape with literally 1 HP. But Aura Fire finding once again another objective in the mid side. The mid turret for ONIC Esports has fall.
I feel like that was a huge blunder from Drian. He used the Black Shoes because he was taken to half health because of the Dawning Light. We see it as we speak. The Dawning Light that happened that chunked him to nearly quarter health. He was forced to use the Black Shoes and therefore landed in a spot where he was able to be taken down. So I wouldn't use the Black Shoes like in that sense. I think it was a little bit too hasty, but it seems like Godiva going in.
Yeah, Sans here is the target, but Godiva gets taken down. On the front side though, Keyboy as the Grok will sustain all the damage. Fluffy pops that last Insanity, claims a kill, but it will be 3-4-2 here for side of ONIC Esports, and as well as the turtle has been claimed in the hands of Sans. But man, oh man, what a brawl here. And in the mid side, take a look, 2v1 High. Of course, does not want business, and ONIC Esports though, they are behind. No, they are not behind, but Aura Fire. What's a play?
Yeah, still in favor for the side of ONIC Esports right now, as now they are standing at a 1,000 gold lead. As we're going to take a look at the instant replay here by the Samsung Galaxy 8 series.
Yeah, for the most part, the damage from the members of Aura have been poured out onto Keyboy, which is not the ideal target. And if you're talking about DPS, ONIC has an abundance of that because Drian is on a Lilia, a very spammable mage in the mid lane, so they can just out-damage and, bit by bit, if you're just trying to out-tank ONIC Esports, as we talked about earlier, you just can't. It's a Hylos and a Grok.
My god, ONIC Esports, 2,000 gold lead now, as we're going to take a look at the items here in the 8th minute.
Drian already with the Ice Queen's wand for a lot of utility and mana regen. Godiva taken very low though.
A lot of resources spent on Godiva right now. High being the sandbag, use that guiding wind, but Keyboy with that wild charge connects on towards Sue. Right now, no casualties just yet, but Fluffy looking for that last Insanity. Hasn't been popped just yet. High trying to somehow withstand the pressure as well. There you go, Boots gets taken out, and right now it will be a 1-4-1 there in the mid side. But gold laner for KSP still in favor for ONIC.
Yeah, I don't know. Kabuki already sitting at a 133 KDA. It is still positive in the sense he does have 3 assists to his name, but Godiva gets caught out.
Surprise, surprise. Mega kill for CW as right now 2v2 in the bot side. Keyboy trying to dish out damage as well as CW will get taken down
So
here
tanky.
from the side of Fluffy. But 2 for nothing right now. Aura Fire, they are answering the phone call.
Oh, it's insane. ONIC Esports initially was a 2, almost 3,000 gold lead, has instantly gone down to only a 1,000 gold lead. Aura Fire really picking up the pace once again as they do have the initiative on this Lord, but they do have to be careful here. Sans as well as Boots are in that area.
Yeah, glorious pathways on towards the Lord here, trying to gain momentum. And remember, ONIC is still lack of members here, outmanned. A Dawning Light giving out damage. Boots gets taken down. Fluffy though trying to claim the Lord, and it will be High taking the Lord. Aura Fire right now have no
my
answers, but
goodness.
killing spree. High is stuck, but it will at the end of the day be 1 for 1. But Aura Fire claims the Lord.
I mean, High was stuck in what, a 3v1 situation? And it took so much from the side of ONIC Esports to take him down. And meanwhile, all that was happening, he actually managed to secure that Lord. So this is quite insane. Is there something wrong with Sans' retribution, or is it just never up on time? Like the cooldown.
It was just a difficult spot because
Yeah.
Aura had control there.
That's true.
I think CW initially got, I don't know, he got a pick up on Godiva, but I'm not sure if that's worth actually prolonging the fight and then going for High, because CW on the Popol and Kupa doesn't do that kind of damage onto a tank.
Last Insanity Flicker connects onto a CW, but thank God for side of ONIC. Keyboy is there right now. Fluffy has no Immortal, will get picked off, and slowly but surely ONIC Esports will claim the control perhaps. Take a look at this. Berserker Fury on the Popol and Kupa.
Yeah, the damage output coming in from CW is getting a little too much. It doesn't seem like Fluffy can actually last Insanity his way out of that one and was forced to be taken down. But meanwhile, Aura Fire, while this is happening, they aren't standing idle. They are looking for initiatives on the board and looking for some sort of compensation, what they can grasp onto, and is going to be able to get that turret in that bottom side. They are going for that second tier turret, but Boots says no.
Boots flanking with the glorious pathways. Wild Charge has been popped as well. Does not really connect on towards anyone. Drian though in the flanks trying to dish out damage as well as the mage. Godiva, take a look, half HP already. Keyboy trying to find, oh, the re-engage from Aura. Take a look at this. Fluffy is in the body as well. Last Insanity to make ONIC retreat, and it will be another disengage from side of ONIC Esports. No casualty from both parties.
No casualties for both parties, and honestly, ONIC Esports, they aren't leading with too much gold anymore either. 500 gold lead for the side of themselves, and Aura Fire, they are really picking up the fight, but unfortunately, they've lost a lot of towers on the board here, Rashi.
Right, that is the advantage that ONIC Esports has right now. They can play a more aggressive game in the jungle just because they do have the Hyla still. They have a lot more chances to just pick someone off if they're not careful, especially because they have the Popol and Kupa as well. In an all-out fight like that though, as long as Drian doesn't get picked up, I think that will be great, but he's been constantly forced to use his black shoes, and the fight usually continues afterward, and that's just a bit dangerous as ONIC Esports make the aggressive play into the jungle of Aura Fire.
Yeah, right now, Fluffy has no Immortal, so he needs to be careful here. As an export, sure, you can sustain a lot of damage, but not too much. Dawning Light has been popped as well. CW here, trying to dish out damage as well, trying to somehow wreak the armor from that hero. But Lord is up now. Both teams surely will play this carefully. Map control, lane control is going to be the key here, as the damage dealt by Axe is still W number 1.
That was quite terrifying. I saw ONIC Esports going in for a sandwich play, and I thought Aura Fire would and could have been caught out, but luckily Aura Fire still and was able to read that situation, and they are going to be focusing their efforts onto this next objective in this enhanced Lord. Who is going to get it? That's going to be the question, as Boots here is opening up the map.
And Keyboy is also in the flanks though. Early on, he did try for the wild charge. It did not land. And this time, if it lands onto Kabuki, this fight might just be over for Aura Fire. They understand that. They check the bush with the Dawning Light. And now they said they have info. They might go for something. But in this top side, High is still so far away from the team.
Yeah, they have information that it is going to be a 5v4 if they commit onto this one. Fluffy though, already a quarter HP. Oh my god, take a look at the mid side here. High jumping to chill Unity. Was this the wrong move to commit on towards High? ONIC Esports reads that well. Somehow baiting for more information. No openings for both teams as CW is topside clearing the wave.
I feel like Aura Fire played this really well. Before they went on to the Lord, High was actually on the top side taking in that turret, but another engage is happening here.
Yeah, Keyboy and as well as Boots. Oh, Sans comes in for the flank.
Oh!
It's not commit, but Wild Charge comes in on towards 3, looking for Kabuki. Boots will claim that kill, but in the midst of it all, Boots is the one who... No, Keyboy gets taken down. Right now, Sans looking for that kill. Will claim that kill as well. Godiva might be next. Circling Eagle is first, but CW was just free hitting the turret. It is going to be ONIC Esports moving on to the finals upper brackets. Meanwhile, Aura Fire goes down.
What? I did not even see CW hitting that turret. How did that happen? Did they lose a tower already?
They already pushed so far in.
Oh, Lord.
Only the base turret was available, and once the fight devolved, you see that in the midst of all that, of Kabuki getting chased by Boots and everyone trying to save Kabuki, CW says, I'm too slow to get there, I'm gonna just push, and he just actually gets the end right under the noses of Aura Fire and the casters. We were oblivious to that situation completely.
Arashi, why didn't you see the minimap? Oh my God.
I told you, the base.
Oh my God, I was like...
I noticed
what?
last second.
I was too focused on the... Oh, Keyboy. No, CW, what a match there. What a play. 3-1 is going to be the final result for this series, ladies and gentlemen. ONIC Esports, congratulations, Aura Fire, nice try. But don't lose hope. Perhaps, yeah, the lower bracket perhaps might be the way here for side of Aura Fire. But ONIC Esports once again showing class in this game.